Welcome to Selling Florida with the Robert Slack team. I'm Dan Walters.
And I'm Kat Flanagan. We're in beautiful downtown St. Augustine, the oldest city in the country.
I cannot wait, Kat, to actually walk through this city, the architecture, the history that's here, but also learning what's new and exciting in this area as well.
Well, you're in luck because one of our top team leaders, Ryan Raymond, is in the area, and he's going to show us everything that's great about this area, blending the new and the old. So much history to get to.
You know what? Let's just get this party started.
The search is over, baby. I'm right here, and I got.
Welcome to Selling Florida with the Robert Slack team.
Flagler is a very good real estate market.
What a place to live. You can do everything.
We want you to come with us.
Florida dream, right?
I got it.
You literally have everything.
It's not about the home, it's about the lifestyle. You've got so much going on just right here, right?
What a place to party.
Let's get started right now.
I'm ready to go. I got to go. I'm going to tell you all about it. Watch me now. I'm ready to go. Look out below. I'm going to show you all about it. Watch me now. I'm ready to go.
Ryan, Dan,
It is good to
how
see you,
are
man.
you? Oh, hey, what's up? You first. All right, how you
are you, my
doing?
friend?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Welcome to St. Augustine.
Well, now I know why you live here. Our team leader here, I understand why you wanted to move here.
Yeah, this makes
is
perfect
awesome.
sense, right?
Absolutely.
Such a beautiful area. So
It is.
tell us a little bit about your team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we built a great team, as you know, over the last couple of years here. I've been fortunate enough to live here myself, and some of our top agents currently live in the area and just doing a really, really great job for us.
You guys are killing it up here,
Yeah.
selling a lot of real estate. We're so proud of you. But you know what? I want to hear a little of the history of this place.
I hear a bell. What
is that bell?
Actually, funny you say that. We're actually, oddly enough, we're standing in front of the oldest wooden schoolhouse in the United States. So what a better place to start our little tour.
There is some history here.
There is some. I can't wait to show you. Let's take a stroll. All right, guys, so where we are now, we're right in the heart of the city. Founded in 1565, St. Augustine was originally designed as a Spanish outpost, actually to protect all the colonial interest over in Spain. So everything coming down from the Caribbean, from South America, this was simply designed to make sure those ships got to where they needed to go, and it grew from there.
So much history. What else is going on here?
Well, here's the thing. St. Augustine has actually many different phases, right? So I feel like there's kind of like this couple different renaissances, right? You have that colonial period in 1565, and then really interesting enough in that Gilded Age of the Industrial Revolution, right? Late 1800s into the early 1900s. You have John D. Rockefeller, you have Henry Flagler coming here and really developing Florida into what it is today, right? So in many ways, St. Augustine is the catalyst for what we know as Florida. The great thing about St. Augustine, which I absolutely love, is the walkability of this place. I mean, it's not too big, it's a perfect size. You can get absolutely anywhere you want to go. Actually, there's going to be some really interesting places that we're going to walk to right now, which is Flagler College, which is just right up here on the right.
Well, I'm excited to see that. Brian, this is amazing.
Yeah, this is an incredible building. So interesting enough, I mean, this was started construction in 1885, opened up for the 1888 season, and this is the first building in the United States to actually have electricity. All the dragons here that seem like water spouts, those are actually light bulbs that were placed throughout the entire courtyard, illuminating the whole area and just had to be a world spectacle. It's just an incredible place.
It's great. Both of you actually went to school here. You went to school here, and Cam went to school at the oldest wooden schoolhouse
1800s,
in the 1800s.
Right.
Yeah, I think it might be a little bit older than that.
I
but
visit the Fountain of Youth quite regularly, so that's my secret.
It's obviously working.
So we're at one of the more impressive spots here in St. Augustine. This is the Castillo de San Marcos. This is actually not the original fort, believe it or not. I mean, this city's been They've been laid siege on from the English, from the Portuguese for hundreds of years. This thing was actually constructed in 1695, and since its construction, it's actually never been taken over. Interesting enough, in 1586, a very famous privateer, which we call pirates today, Sir Francis Drake, under the order of Queen Elizabeth II, came here and actually besieged the town, burned it to the ground. Of course, Sir Francis Drake is one of the most famous privateers of all time, whose conquest can be seen all over the world, right? Very, very cool stuff, and it happened right here in St. Augustine.
Ryan, the walkability of this town, the history, the old history of this town is just absolutely amazing. But what's kind of upcoming and new in the real estate market here?
Sure. Well, over the last half decade, I feel like people have been slowly kind of learning about St. Augustine and loving the city. So we've had a lot of people over the past 12 months from anywhere from New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, and also people transitioning up from South Florida as well because of the schools. And because of that, we've seen a lot of interesting kind of like high-end design, new developments, and real estate values just kind of really going through the roof. So it's been really, really incredible to see what's happened really over the past 12 to 18 months here. I'm really excited to introduce you to two guys who are really at the forefront of kind of development and building in the area, doing some really, really interesting projects, and I think are going to be really the future of design builds here at St. Augustine.
Well, it's so important for you and your team to form these relationships because I know we're super tight on inventory, right?
Yeah,
You've got the people coming.
That's exactly right. And as everybody knows, we're the #1 procurer of buyer leads in the state of Florida, right? And we have the buyers for these properties. So we're being kind of creative and seeing what we can do to provide that service to these buyers. So why not get in with the contractors, get in with the builders, and give them a great product?
Well, now I understand why your Robert Slack team of agents here in the St. Augustine area are so successful. So let's go meet these guys. I'm anxious to see them.
Kurt and Carl, great to see you guys again. I know we've known each other for over a year now, working on some great projects in the area. I'm super excited to introduce you guys to both Kat and Dan, and I want you to tell them a little bit about what you guys do and what's been going on in the area.
Okay, so we're a local building contractor. We're a home builder and remodeler. We specialize in custom building and custom renovations. Unique properties, unique challenges, unique designs. Nothing that we do has ever been done before. Our background is mine is more of in the field. I got started in construction when I was 14 years old and I'm 39. And then I got my builder's license, 6 years ago, and I teamed up with Kurt. And we started building for ourselves and for other people that wanted to do some interesting projects and new design work, kind of breaking the mold of what you typically see.
So you guys do both new construction and renovations?
Absolutely. We are about 50-50 on new construction and renovations. The renovation side, we provide in-house carpentry services for renovations, which allows us to kind of get the more difficult projects to be handled by our in-house guys, which helps out on the renovation side.
So something you guys said earlier, which is interesting to me, is you kind of renovated the small little maybe 1,000-room cottage, square foot cottage, and you're building a 7,000 square foot home.
Yeah.
So it is all spectrums.
Oh, absolutely. We've taken on small little projects, mother-in-law suites. We've taken on small renovations up to 7,000 square foot new construction.
All right, guys, this one behind us looks very impressive. Can we go in and take a look?
Yeah, come on in. All right, so this particular project, the homeowner approached us with having land already purchased, and they had an existing home here that they wanted to demo, and they utilized our design services, Black Box Design. They had a design in mind. The architect was able to manipulate that design to come up with this, and we demoed the house, and now we're about 40% complete on it.
Yeah, some really cool design features of this house are the pop-up in the living room. This area elevates up beyond the rest of the house to create sort of a interesting feeling when you walk into the room of expansion.
Right.
And then in the kitchen, we did some really cool design on the windows. Once the cabinets are in and the countertop is in, those windows will be a backsplash. So there won't be like a tile there, it's just windows. So it's really interesting. And then we're also bringing in the exterior brick that's on the outside of the house will actually be wrapped all the way through this wall here to bring the outside in.
what I see with your product is extremely elevated and definitely, far beyond the competition. Tell us a little bit about your relationship with the architect Bob and how you guys kind of work with your clients as far as the design process goes.
Yeah, Bob shares an office with us, right? And so we have the unique ability to start from the initial phase of the construction project on the design side, giving our input in as the design is evolving, right? And we work closely with Bob throughout the whole design process in order to get the overall look, ease of build, and the price point that the client desires.
All right, guys, well, I'm clearly loving the relationship. I know we've been working hand in hand on my personal project just down the road here. You guys have been helping me build my, mid-century modern, gem right in the heart of Volano Beach.
This is a perfect example where you came to us with a set of plans that were what we thought were maybe 90% complete, and we took it to the next level. You had an idea, and we took your idea and ran with it, and I think we understood exactly what you were wanting to do, and we were able to modify and adjust the plans to give you exactly what you were wanting.
Sure.
And then also give you some new and fresh ideas that you hadn't even thought of yet.
Well, I know I'm super excited to move into my personal residence. Can't wait to do it. It's going to really be my personal sanctuary in there. But I know you guys got a couple things on the horizon to show us today as well.
Yeah, let's go take a look at a couple other jobs that are in the further stage of development and go meet Bob the architect.
Okay, perfect. Let's go.
Bob, I love the design elements I'm seeing around the house. Can you tell us a little bit about the project?
Sure. The project was designed probably 15, 20 years ago by another architect, and while it was a big house, it was all cut up into small spaces, and the clients felt like it was too closed up. So my job was to come in and open the space up and remove walls and remove structural columns and rethink the way the space flowed so it felt more open to this beautiful view that we have out the window onto the water.
And some of the interesting things I'm seeing, like the countertop, what material is this?
This is a lightweight concrete that is pretty much become an industry standard for people who are interested in concrete. The technology's grown, it's improved, now you can do colors, it's reinforced, and it's light enough to where you can set it on cabinets.
So Bob, you were talking earlier about this is where we're at today, but it didn't start that way. You've got zoning, you got permitting, tell us a little bit about that process.
It's important for a client who is just getting started with an idea to understand what his lot can offer, the opportunities and the constraints, both of which provide the valuable information to give you the idea you want. The last thing that you want is to buy a lot that will not offer you the thing that you're trying to achieve. So what we do from the very front end is we do code research, which tells you how much of a building you can put on the site, how far it's got to be set back off the lot lines, what the height limits are, if there's any code or deed restrictions based on the neighborhood, which are going to tell you exactly what you can have with this piece of property.
So you can't get here until you go there.
You must start at the beginning, yes. You don't want to find out after you've purchased it that you can't do what you actually wanted to do.
I'm going to assume that's what you have to do, but this is what you enjoy doing.
I do enjoy the remodels. They're fun because they unveil the potential of the house that was previously not really done in the original design. But I really enjoy the new work. The new work is where you can really sort of show off the character of the client, explore their personality, and give them something that they can actually call home, because I consider myself a collaborative designer. I work with the clients. I talk to them about their lives and their history and the things that they have done in their life that are important. That all becomes part of the design. And they can actually say that we helped and we were a part of this experience.
So that's pretty cool. From a new construction, you just have that initial conversation and you really want to know what makes them tick in order to, as you said, build something like this.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's understanding them personally that helps me give them what they are trying to achieve in terms of a design that reflects their own personality.
All All right, guys. Well, how amazing was it to see the work that Coastal Craftsman's doing, along with Bob, Kurt and Carl showing us some of their projects. It's just really, really amazing to see what they've done with the local real estate market and how they've elevated the local design over the past couple of years.
Yeah, I kind of enjoyed seeing every aspect of it, right? From really the ground up. And so, and then with this beautiful finished product here, but the design of everything that we've seen has really enhanced the entire project.
Well, I learned you can't underestimate the value of your team that you have to put together, right? So you have to have the design element in there. You've got to have great builders.
Right.
And they take into consideration everything from what the owner's needs are all the way to how is it going to affect the neighborhood. Really was an incredible day.
Wow, what a great day seeing everything that we saw today. This has been awesome.
And like usual, I'm very hungry, so.
And I know Dan's a little thirsty, so let's go to a great place I know just across the bay.
All right. Another new day. All right. Another 24 hours to be alive. I got a real good feeling keeping me up at night.
Brian Tennyson, so good to see you and so good to be back here, my man.
Well, great to see you, buddy, but I thought we banned you a long time ago from here, especially after college and working here with us for so many years.
Was that what that notice was?
That's what it was, buddy. You were banned.
Okay,
So,
okay. I didn't pay too much attention to that.
But welcome back. You're welcome back on premise now.
Oh, awesome, man. Awesome.
see you.
Again, it's so good to see you. I'm really excited to bring these guys who've actually never been to this incredible place.
Brian, this is absolutely incredible. This is some place that I would like to hang out, and I can't wait to spend some time here tonight.
You're one of many. I mean, we're pretty much packed every night just due to the beautiful Tullamarta River on here, the Intercoastal Waterway. Great food. We have great atmosphere and great people working here, so we welcome you.
Awesome,
Appreciate you
man.
coming.
Brian, what a beautiful area this is. Tell us a little bit about how CAPS got their start.
Well, CAPS got its start from Captain Steve Knight. It was a fish camp way back in the 40s, Crupri Paul's, and he became partners with Bob Lazzara. Bob sold it to Bernard DeRod and Jack Walsh, and they've turned this place into what you see today. A great place to come for families, for parties, for drinking and eating.
Brian, has it always been this big? This thing's huge.
We were not this big. Back when I first started 24 years ago, we were tiny. We had like maybe 3 sections here. Now we're looking at like 528 seats, which is a monster.
So how many years on this location?
Me, personally,
right.
24 years.
24 years.
Yep.
You've seen this place grow a little bit.
I've seen it since I've come down from New York. I grew up in New York. I came down here to go to college at Flagler College, our alma mater.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yes, sir.
I started here, and then they took me under their wing. They become one of the biggest parts of my family. I could never, ever, say anything more about Bob Lazzara, who hired me, because at first he said I'd never make it. And now I'm the general manager of the restaurant. So thanks for Bob and now for Bernard and Jack for taking me under their wing. And they take my family under their wing, and we're just one big happy family.
Well, you said the word that
Sounds familiar,
yes,
right?
It's really familiar. That's what we're about, our family. The Robert Slack team, we're family as well. So when you said that earlier, I was like, that's the type of people you want to be around. So what's the future hold for you?
For me, I hope to run this for another 10 years or so. I mean, maybe become part owner one day, and then, call it BT's. Well, I don't know. We'll see what we can do there.
Planning on still growing? Can you go any farther either way?
We pretty much utilized all the property we have right now. I mean, unless we go into the parking lot, which we can't because we need parking for the amount of people we serve here daily.
Right.
I mean, 528 people, do the math with the cars, we're pretty much capped out, yeah.
You have a lot of people come up on boats.
More weekends. We have people during the week. They come up, like more local clientele come up on their boats because they live right down here in the neighborhood. I mean, you can see some fun stuff on the water out here.
Brian, this is such a beautiful environment. I can't wait to experience more of what CAPS has to offer.
Well, we have something in store for you right now. We're going to get you at one of our beautiful tables here. I'm going to have our chef, Chip, come out and bring some of our house favorites. And guys, you're in for a special treat because he's awesome at doing what he does, chefing. So sit down, have a seat, and we'll bring you food shortly.
Good to see you. It's been a long time.
It has. Welcome back.
Thank you, sir. Last time I saw you, you had that Metallica shirt on, which I love.
Thank you very much. I may still own it. Yeah, I probably do.
Sure you know.
So Chip, obviously we're on the water here. There's an inspiration to what you've cooked here for us. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, a lot of our food, we consider our cuisine here to be traditional Floridian, but also kind of international. We have a lot of inspiration that comes from a lot of different places. You'll see on our menu, there's some hints of Spanish, South American, a lot of Italian, some French, there's some Asian influence on the menu. So we try to take inspiration from all over, just like St. Augustine and Florida in general. You know, these dishes, for instance, our sesame tuna, something that's been on there for a while, but you've got your Asian influence there. And then, over here, you've got your traditional Florida. This is a menu item for us that's been very, very popular over the years. So.
Now, Chip, this is what type of fish?
This is a flounder.
And what's Cat have?
This is our kale salad, and this is one that's also been on our menu for quite some time. It's like our superfood salad. You've got fresh kale, craisins, you got some Parmesan cheese in there, some cabbage, cucumbers, red onions, and the vinaigrette is an apricot jalapeno vinaigrette. It's really, really nice. Our tuna is also Florida caught. This time around it is. We have to try to source to where the fish looks the best, and most usually that's always Florida, but every once in a while it slips down from Georgia or North Carolina,
So Chip, your #1 seller is what?
Well, probably just our fresh fish in general. We move a lot of fresh white fish, mahi, snapper, grouper, trigger, for instance. We move a lot of shrimp also, oysters, all of the fresh seafood that you can think of that you would normally have in Florida. That's what we sell the most of. We've also got steaks and, during lunchtime on the weekends, we've got your fish sandwiches and your burgers and fish and chips and all those staple items too. But I would say when we bring in trigger fish, that moves like nothing else.
The food's so gorgeous, I could only imagine what the sunsets are like here.
Yeah, well, why imagine? Why don't we come back for a drink later and have some fun?
Hey, drinks? I'm coming back. Let's see the sunset. Chip, thank you.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate the visit.
Buddy.
Chin chin.
So Kat, I'm super excited to show you these projects done by Coastal Craftsman, specifically for Airbnbs and investment purposes.
That's actually perfect. I had Gary Crowder from Florida Funding meet us here so that we can learn all about what the opportunity is in that second home market.
Excellent, let's meet up with Gary.
Let's go check it out.
Let's do it.
I absolutely love what Coastal Craftsman and Black Box has done with this property.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. I mean, from the open shelving to the natural light, I mean, they really did something special here.
You've got a view pretty much everywhere that you look.
Yeah, it's incredible, absolutely.
So this is a perfect investment opportunity, and there's no one better to talk to about that than you, Gary.
A great opportunity for a lot of people, and when it comes to the loan process, we're just going to find out from that client, is this going to be a second home or an investment property? And that's going to dictate how we're going to structure their loan. If it's an investment property, awesome. We can use rent to help offset their expense. A lot of people would be shocked how easy it is to qualify for buying an investment property because they can use the rental income, the projected rental income, to help offset their expenses. If it is truly a second home, even better. We can offer them an even lower interest rate, very similar to a primary residence loan.
You make it sound like it's an easy dream to attain.
It's certainly an easy dream to attain. We just need to have, a very detailed conversation with the clients to make sure we're properly addressing their needs.
And we're seeing so many second homeowners coming into the market trying to break in. This is such a popular area.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, St. Augustine is one of the biggest tourist destinations in the whole state of Florida right now. So I think investors and just snowbirds alike are really coming down here and just buying up properties left and right. And now you being here, you can see why.
What great information we got today from Gary. We're so lucky to have Florida Funding, Robert Slack team making dreams come true for buyers that want a second home, they want an investment property. This was a really cool experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And St. Augustine being how unique it is, I think we're just kind of at the beginning of kind of seeing this trend, and we're super excited to help our customers, realize their dreams.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready for that sunset cocktail with Dan. Who's driving, me or you?
Oh no, this is St. Augustine. We don't drive.
I'm walking blind, but it's okay. You're on my team, don't care what they say. I'm walking blind, but it feels fine. Blind faith, your eyes locked on mine.
Ryan, what a great day here in St. Augustine. Thanks for spending some time and showing us this. The Robert Slack team, I understand why they sell a lot of real estate up here, so it's awesome.
Absolutely, and thank you both for coming so much. We really look forward to growing the team and really excited to see what we can do in 2022.
I'm telling you, the old town, St. George, the castle, the new construction you showed us, there's a lot happening up here.
Yeah, there's a lot happening and more to come. So thank you guys for stopping in, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Well, great way to end the episode. Sun setting
Nothing
over
beats
there.
that sunset over Caps.
Nothing.
Absolutely amazing.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
What a great day.
Thank you. Cheers.
Plantation Villas is located in the center of Plantation, surrounded by the best parks, schools, shopping, and dining. This 3-bedroom, 3 full bath townhouse has been completely upgraded from floor to ceiling. The wide open floor plan offers a flexible living space layout, clean white modern cabinetry in the kitchen with all stainless steel appliances, a full bed and bath downstairs, while the master and secondary bedroom and bath are upstairs. The unit has full hurricane protection, including a combination of impact glass and accordion shutters. The community tennis courts and pool are directly behind this unit with quick gate access from the backyard. If you are looking for luxury living in your Florida retirement, you found it in Valencia Cove. This is a very active 55+ community which requires no membership. This Lydia model sits on a quiet cul-de-sac lot and offers a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom split plan. The extremely private backyard is your own tropical oasis with a heated saltwater pool, lush landscaping, and unbuildable land behind. Enjoy the gourmet chef's kitchen with granite countertops and upgraded custom cabinets. Have complete peace of mind with all impact windows and doors and a brand new whole home generator. New floors in the master bedroom and den are with crown molding and plantation shutters throughout the entire home. Brand new LED lights and ceiling fans installed.